Hello, this is Lori from the Emerald City Book Review. I am not usually a booktubing or video person, but I thought I would give this a try to show you some of the new books I got from the Folio Society because they are fun to look at in person. And if this works, I might do it again. On the other hand, the last time I tried, it crashed my computer. So if that happens, then you're not going to be seeing this. But let's give it a try. First up is the new edition of American Gods by Neil Gaiman. And it has a decorated slipcase. Inside is the book, which is bound in blue cloth, stamped with this gold design, and illustrated by Dave McKean, who is a favorite artist of Neil Gaiman's. So that is highly appropriate. Here are some of the illustrations. They are mostly focusing on the mythological characters from the book. And in an introduction, Dave McKean gives an interesting explanation of how he came to some of these artistic decisions, the dominant color scheme, and his style, where he tried to be not too figurative, not too limiting, especially of the human characters, which I think is a good idea with this kind of book. It's leaving so much to our own imagination. So this is a gorgeous book. If you're a fan, you're definitely going to want it. If you haven't read American Gods, I would definitely recommend reading it to see if you like it before dropping $120 on it. But if you do like it, it's really a fabulous representation of the work. It also is based on the author's preferred text, which is different from the one that was originally published. He did go back later and add back some things that had gotten left out in the original publication. So even if you've read the first edition of American Gods, you might want to hunt down one of those preferred text editions because it does include quite a bit more than that original. So this was my big splurge, but then I bought several books from the half price sale that is going on right now. And these are quite a deal. They're just a little bit more than a regular hardcover, new hardcover that you would buy in the store, but they are beautiful, artistically designed, illustrated editions that will be wonderful for you or for gifts. So I highly encourage you to take a look at the sale and see if there's anything you would want to buy, especially if you've never bought from the Folio Society before. Do not have to be a member. You can just buy one book. Things have changed in recent years, so that's good to know. So the first book I got was A Wizard of Earthsea, which is the first in the Earthsea series by Ursula Le Guin. I hope they might consider publishing the rest in the series, but so far they don't make any move in that direction, so we'll see. But anyway, the first book on its own is a classic. It's wonderful. This is a beautiful edition with this buckram binding. Again, it has this metallic, textured, stamped into the cover of showing Ged's scar. And there's a map on the end paper, of course. And beautiful, again, illustrations. This kind of murky palette. The dragon. This is a wonderful one of the stars and the sea. So again, if you're a fan of these books, this one is hard to pass up. And it's half price right now. How can you go wrong? Next, I did something I don't usually do, and I bought a book that I had not actually read, which was a little bit risky. So I hope I like it, but it was on my list to read, and I really like the illustration style. This is a children's book by Penelope Lively, The Ghost of Thomas Kempy, which is considered a classic. I like it when the illustrations are incorporated into the text. Let's find an example. So I hope I will like the book as much as I do the illustrations. And I expect I will be reviewing it if I do, so you may hear more about this. Then I got another first in the series, Master and Commander by Patrick C. O'Brien. Folio has published the entire 21-book series, some of which are out of print and hard to find. I am not going to be collecting the whole series, but I did want to get the first book, which I think my son might also enjoy when he is older. And these are the kind of book I didn't really think I would enjoy until I actually picked them up. I know a lot of people say that because they're about the Napoleonic Wars and being on ships, and didn't necessarily seem right up my alley, but they're really fascinating and also a wonderful character study and human story and adventure story, and they're, yeah, they are very enjoyable and highly recommended if you haven't read them. And the illustrations here are period drawings, paintings, images from the time, maps. So bringing out the history behind the stories. Here's a engraving of a remora fish. So very nice book, beautifully presented. Great for your library. I'm tempted to get the next couple of books in the series, but which I actually enjoyed more than the first one, but I'm going to try to restrain myself, possibly. And last, in my recent purchase, is this book of poems by Robert Frost, Selected Poems. And the illustrations are these green, printed in green woodcuts. And as you can see, there's a substantial selection of poems. Very good collection from all of Frost's books. And this is the illustration style, also very appropriate. Poems are nicely laid out, very legible. So another great selection, if you're a poetry lover or you know somebody who loves Robert Frost, this is a good one. So I'm really happy with all of those. And again, I highly recommend that you go and check out the sale, foliosociety.com. Again, you don't have to be a member. You can just buy one book. You can just buy from the sale. This is different from the way things were in previous years. So they're really trying to attract new customers in order to keep printing these amazing books. And I hope that you will consider giving them a look. All right, and the sale goes till August 11th. Have a look.